And welcome back again. Crypto Hulk Show. Got a great show lined up. India is making massive moves. Now, India is in charge of the G20. Every year they pick a new president. I think the last president was Indonesia. Uh, India was for this past year of the G20, like in charge. And I don't know when their term ends, maybe in December, and they pick another one for 2024. But India, who's been traditionally very skittish on crypto, they're making massive moves. Okay. I think it's all very clear. These government people are trying to pretend with all the crypto stuff, they're trying to get everybody distracted. I think, hey, there's Hunar. Welcome back. Um, I think what we got going on is they're trying to bring this, okay? So I've been saying for years, those that have been on my channel for years, not brand new people, but people have been there for a year, two, three. They know I've been saying they're going to create a crisis. They're going to cause something massive to happen where they're going to have to use eminent domain and take everybody's stuff that they can get. Your gold cards, your crypto accounts, all that stuff. You're going to wish you never listened to these other channels telling you to buy this and buy that and crypto and your 401k and all that. I've been telling you for years. You're going to have 100 exchanges and it's all going to go down to like 10. And those 10 exchanges will be the top 10 banks in the world. You'll see everything like I've been saying. All of it happens. I don't know how I know all this information. I know that since I'm gifted information from, let's call it the universe, then I relate that information to you. And I'm trying to help people as much as I can. And I think that that's why I'm shown stuff, or I'm able to see certain things well years in advance because they know I'm trying to help people, equip people the best I can to give them information. How am I able to think about this? No other channel has found Ripple Russia, 2013, Ripple China, 2013, Ripple Japan, how Ripple got in Brazil in 2013. I mean, that's pretty remarkable. And all these other things they got going on. I'm able to somehow find all this, my little channel, when these other people have got millions, they've got access to hiring the best people in the world and doing stuff, and they still can't find it. How am I able to do all that? It's not on my own. I'm shown information because they know I'm going to try to help you. I have remarkable stuff. How's come all these $1 million channels and stuff, they aren't telling you about Ripple Singapore and showing you web pages and how they had gold and silver vaults and they were buying and trading with cryptocurrencies and about all the Codius and how Codius was used back in Ripple Singapore in 2013 where you could buy and trade cryptos and silver. It's basically a Ripple liquidity hub. And then everything, stocks, bonds, was all there. And then, boom, they closed it all up. Why aren't these $1 million channels, ones that are charging you 500 or 1,000 a month, why aren't they telling you all this? I'd like to know why. They got everybody scared with this BRICS stuff. BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Number one, Brazil, Ripple partner from day one. BRICS, Brazil, Russia. That's Ripple Russia, 2013. India, number one bank, number two bank in India are Ripple partners. The biggest bank in India and the second biggest one, Ripple partners. Let's go to the other BRICS, China with the C. Ripple partner, 2013. They got everybody running around scared, right? Then Crypto Hulk says, oh, looky here, everybody. Everybody's talking about the BRICS. And they're going to start their own crypto and we're all doomed. They're going for the headlines, right? All these channels going for the headlines. They have no clue. It's pathetic. I have no competition. You know why? because they who show me information, that's why I'm super confident. Arrogant is one thing. Arrogant is a false sense of pride. I'm not arrogant. I'm super confident in my material. That's what I am. Because I know I get the best info that no other channel. Just last night, not a big deal. I just showed you where the United States government proved that XRP is money. Has the other channel showed you that? Nope. Everybody's running around scared. You got these clowns talking about $27 XRP. Oh, chart analysis guy shows that. Huh, I'll take that. Yeah, I bet you will. I'm not taking anything less than like 5 or 10 G's at a minimum. Some of these jokers will take $27 and sport a Woody on their channel. Oh, I got a 4-inch going now. Oh man. Pathetic. Pathetic. People are like, oh, you're trying to compete with this channel. Dude, I don't compete. I don't need to. They try to compete with me. Damn it, where did you get this information? How does Crypto Hulk come up with this information? Can somebody please, why am I paying all you guys? That's what the other people do. Why am I paying all you people in my room, my assistant and the assistant research person? Why, my ad guy, how's this Crypto Hulk guy finding all this stuff? What am I paying you for? It's just like that. That's what you get on this channel. I ask that you support the channel. Memberships are $5 a month, and donations or whatever you feel. Those are tax-free, by the way. For me, when I get a donation, I don't have to pay tax on that. And let me see who showed up first. Danny Boy, MKP, Stephen Morris. Then we got a new member, IQ. That's a good one to have. We need more IQs. Kelly Carter said, I messaged YT. And lo and behold, I'm getting notifications again. Now listen. Kelly says, funny thing though, I didn't do any of the things that they suggested because I wanted to see what would happen. And I've been getting notifications now. So somebody over there pushed a button and unlocked her account. It wasn't the things that she was doing. Now, some of you, if you want to try this, go to your phone app for YT, delete it, load it back in, and then check notifications. Usually that's what works good until they decide to zap your account again. I've had some people tell me I called them and threatened to this, that, and the other and used 4-letter words and obscenities. And then that did the trick too. They sent me a little send feedback message. So that's just what a friend did. Henry Brown, this is a button test. Oh yeah, hit the like button and share the video. It helps with the algorithms. Plus, you can save a loved one. Just pay attention. Thank you very much, Henry Brown. We got Garrett, 8569, brand new. Not John McAfee gave somebody a membership, and that was Cheryl Wheeling. Let's see, I'm just kind of scrolling through digital aspect. Yes, we got Crypto She-Hulk is here. Sean Bowers back again. Veronica 33 is here. Michael Montclair, let's go Hulk. Thanks for all that you do. We got Robert Driscoll, Robert Bob Bobby. I believe in gifted information, Hulk. Will Davis. Thank you for that there, buddy. Says thank you, Hulk. Joey Fat Toes. Yeah, another day of lives. Appreciate you, bro. And there's Mock Chicken, Captain Caveman. Hulksters, universal knowledge is the key. Oh, I find this stuff, it's just truly amazing. That's, I think, why. I lost a channel, but when I keep coming up with these discoveries, I'll be opening up a Rumble very soon. And then I can speak on that channel without having to stop myself and use code words and all that foolishness stuff. XRP Poncherello gave a couple thumbs up, fingers up donations. Appreciate that. It's 3 in the morning in the UK. Baba Papa 1 can't sleep. Well, the show puts you to sleep, all right. All right. Let's go to the first article. I won't spend a lot of time on this, but I'm going to show you that XRP is back in the number 5 position again. Let me find. Personally, I don't care, but I wanted to show you what's going on. XRP replaces the USDC in the Hong Kong VAC cryptocurrency global large top 5 index. Okay. Now, I'm not going to say any more than this. I told you I'm not going to really focus on this article. Why I'm bringing it up is because there's, Hong Kong, Ripple Hong Kong. Go back. If you're looking at my channel, go to videos to the left. That tab says videos. Scroll down, and eventually you'll see where I'm the only person that shows you they've had Ripple Hong Kong from like day one, like 10 years ago. That's important because all these early Ripple, you'll see, it's going to be amazing. China, Russia, Hong Kong, Brazil, and all these, they'll be advanced. They're going to pop before everybody else. It's going to be kind of weird not seeing the United States pop, but the early Ripple partners, that's where everything launches from. So Hong Kong is going to be like a giant with crypto, along with Singapore, Thailand. All these countries also are Ripple partners. So it's not just a bank, there are countries that are literally partnered with Ripple, okay? That's that. Let me find the India article if I can. What the hell happened? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, wait, no, I moved it. Okay. I was like, it's supposed to be on the left, and it's not. I'm like, oh, damn, did I? Because I know I cleaned up my screen really good. Here's the first article. Now we're going to focus on India. I'm going to show you all the news regarding the country of India. So you must give me a second here to plant a post on this page. Noah Holmes, thank you very much. Is there a place we can donate off stream? No, I want it. If it's a donation, I want it all registered so I don't run into tax issues where the IRS says, how'd you have $1 million, Crypto Hulk? Oh, that's nothing. I got 3 more million in the garage. Oh, oops. But when it's all done as a donation, it goes to me tax free. And then later, when I go to put down 300,000 on my Lambo, then the IRS can't do anything because I can show I made 300,000 in donations. I'm just kidding, but that's why, because it's all legitimate like that. The IRS can't say nothing because the money comes from Google to a bank account, so it's 100% legit. I bet with the GOAT, Ferrari will officially accept XRP as payment. Pack your bags. And again, people are like, oh, well, what happens if they shut down exchanges? So what? You're going to be able to go to a Ferrari dealership, get into your hardware wallet, I'm just saying, and send them whatever. Then you can go to a house. You're going to have somebody's going to sell their home, and you send them crypto to a wallet, and you own the house. You're not going to need, what are we going to do with the exchange? You don't need exchanges. You'll have a wallet app in your phone dealing with the bank, or where they have the unibanks where all the banks are linked together. It's going to be a whole new world. What do they call it? Banking as a service, BaaS. The whole banking system's different. You're going to have an account like Robinhood. I'm just saying Robinhood will become bankrupt, but like Coinbase, let's say, and they're going to have Coinbase will merge into banking. They're going to get, I'm just telling you how it all goes. All these crypto companies, once they make it through the gauntlet, they'll be considered banking institutions because they're going to link up with banks. because crypto and banking are going to go together hand in hand. And a lot of these security, everything, look, Charles Schwab's going to be a bank. All these things are going to be banks. You're going to be like, whoa, it's all going to be on your phone and LinkedIn. So you can buy stocks and bonds at Charles Schwab because it's a bank, and it's probably going to link to all the other stock exchanges and banks, and it's all going to be tied in together to the point where you won't even need an exchange. All right, so let's not worry about what happens when they shut down the exchanges. It's going to be a whole new world, a whole new world. Oh God, Crypto Hulk singing again. Okay, we got that. Let's go to the India article right here. Let me do a copy and paste. Hold on. I want you to see what's going on with India. They're not taking. Look, I already told you that India, no one's going to want anybody else's money. All right. Hey, it's great if Zimbabwe or something I just read has their own money and gold back money. Okay, it's great. I don't want that. And it's great that Thailand has its own crypto and money. I don't want that. See how that's going to go? Nobody wants other people's money unless you lived in a really screwed up country. Then you want somebody else's money. You get my point? India, here's the title, doesn't want its state oil refineries to pay for Russian oil in the Chinese yuan. Are you hearing me? India has become the leading importer of Russian seaborne oil this year, taking advantage of discounted prices following the suspension of Russian oil imports by some nations. India doesn't want to pay with Chinese money to get Russian oil. Are you hearing me? So don't just think, oh, the BRICS are all coming together. They're gonna get us. Oh no. All those people on crypto platforms have no idea what they're talking about. They're view hustlers, scare tactics. They have no idea. They can't come up with any of the awesome content that I have. They can't show you Ripple Russia. Russia's going to be all rippled out. We know that. So is China. I already showed you since 2013. India has their number 1 and 2 bank, our Ripple partners. It's all Ripple. Okay. What people are going to want, I want you to get this in your head. They're not going to want the Onyx, the JP Morgan Onyx. They're not going to want Ethereum. They're not going to want Bitcoin. Okay. They're not going to want anything unless it's one of the 3 X's. Those are going to be the gold, the prize. You know why? Because they're interoperable. Oh, he just said the I word. You get this? I don't care if India backs their money with gold. I don't want their money because it's not interoperable. Interoperable. Get it? I want XRP because it's interoperable. Got it? So is XLM. It's interoperable. I don't want Ethereum. Why? Because it's not interoperable. Do you get my point? I don't care if Ethereum becomes a blockchain, which they're trying to so bad. They realized the first one didn't work. Proof of work. Hey, let's throw that out. Let's try something else. I don't know what's going to be next year. Proof of Mickey Mouse. I don't know what. But I also know that the smart contracts in Ethereum are not smart. I've already shown you no other channel's gone over except mine, all about the Codius. It makes the Codius is the PhD. Ethereum is kindergarten. Okay, you'll see. So if you want to back Ethereum with gold, so what? No one's going to want it because then you have to speak Ethereum. The reason that I taught you about Codius is because XRP is interoperable, the ledger is, and the Codius is the brains of all of it. Okay, and if you want to back a crypto or something or make it worth money, it better be interoperable because I don't. You can have all the Ethereum you want, but send me something else. You got it? That's where XRP comes in. India doesn't want Chinese yuan because they don't want to use it to pay for Russian oil. The Indian governments, they're reluctant to permit state-controlled refiners to pay for Russian oil imports with Chinese money. That's what this whole article is about. Even though the Chinese are kind of in with the Russians and the Indians, they don't want each other's money. It's kind of like, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to get into this article really because it's just that's what it's pretty much about. The Indians want to promote their rupee. The Russians want to promote the ruble. And the Chinese want to promote the yuan. Let's go to the next article about India. We do a copy and paste. You're going to love this next article. Now watch this. India starts. So India, that has been so against crypto forever, all of a sudden now, India starts a second wholesale CBDC use case. Here we go. Last November, the Reserve Bank of India launched its first wholesale CBDC pilot to settle government bond transactions. Okay. This week, India started using the central bank digital currencies in the call money markets for interbank lending. Money Control reported. So it was like Money Control is, I guess, one of their news places. I'm going to skip down. By February, enthusiasm waned for the government bond settlement pilot, and several days passed with zero transactions. People aren't digging this government money stuff, man. The latest pilot involves the same 9 banks. So they used, listen to this. India used a particular cryptocurrency. I like using that word because people understand that. They don't want to hear the digital asset. They don't want to see it. They want to hear crypto. Let's call it what it is. Now listen. It said here, the enthusiasm waned. That means went down for their first experiment, okay? They were using a crypto that was dog poo-poo. And I think we all know which ones that is, okay? Now, this next pilot, listen up, involves the same 9 banks, but now, guess what they're going to add to it? Federal Bank. Federal Bank now. They're going to try this pilot again with the same banks, okay? Because they were using the wrong crypto. You're going to be excited when you see this. I'm almost ready to have a moment, but I'm going to protect myself and not get teary-eyed and want to hug my little crypto Hulk doll right now on global TV. Here's this article here. So India does a pilot. They have 9 banks, and it's like dog poo-poo. Whatever crypto they were using, Ethereum. I won't tell nobody that it's Ethereum. But they're doing this pilot over, but they're going to add a different bank this time. They're going to add the Federal Bank. Let's read up, shall we? Federal Bank of India officially partnered with Ripple. Oh, Crypto Hulk, you're killing it, right? I told you you're going to love it. This was only 4 years ago. India knows what's going on. Ever since I've been in crypto the past 3 years, India's like hating on crypto and hating on. Why does. I'll go on. Federal Bank of India. Now, I know it's a smaller bank. That's not the point. Size doesn't matter. Well, some people say that. Size doesn't matter because you have the number one bank in India, Ripple Partner, and the number two bank in India, Ripple Partner. Let's continue with the adults in this conversation. Federal Bank India, a private bank, entered into the partnership with a blockchain-based Ripple Incorporated. The report was confirmed by Federal Bank. Okay. The bank will facilitate Federal Bank to enjoy new corridors, such as new cross-border payment system. Well, isn't that something? Let's go back to the article and continue reading, shall we? So here we learn that they're adding Federal Bank. Now, intraday transactions is a popular area for interbank blockchain solutions, and the call money markets are consistent with that. In other jurisdictions, multiple blockchain solutions target intraday. It's JP Morgan, which is a Ripple partner, and UK startup Fintium, which I'm sure has all kinds of Ripple connections. Let's continue. While blockchain enables instant atomic settlement, that's what Ripple does, an even bigger advantage can be programmability. That's also what Ripple does. With Codius, the smartest smart contract of the world, Ethereum is a kindergarten compared to Codius, but we'll continue. For call money markets, that means if one bank lends to another, it may need the funds to be returned at a specific time. That can be programmed into a smart contract. And I'm going to add just like Codius, okay? Not Ethereum. Additionally, there's the potential to tokenize. See, what's cool about Codius is that it speaks every code language. It's a translator. It's got a sandbox of code from Google's native client that helps it understand. It's got smart oracles. Oh, yeah. See, the other ones have oracles, but not smart oracles. Yeah, there's a lot to this Codius that's going to destroy Ethereum. Just thought I'd put that out there. Have a nice day. Additionally, there's the potential to tokenize the collateral used for loans. However, we're not convinced this is part of the current trial. They're talking about a digital rupee. They're working with the United Arab Emirates. Oh, really? Because that's where Ripple is running. Ripple's in control of the UAE. Just thought I'd put that out there too. It talks about wholesale Cbdc elsewhere. Well, it talks about Brazil. Well, imagine that. In Rio de Janeiro, there's been a Ripple headquarters. Ripple's been in Brazil for the past 10 years running stuff. Well, that's interesting. Why aren't we seeing all this Ethereum and Polygon or Doge? Or why are we always seeing all these Ripple connections right here? Yeah, I think we all know. I think we all know how this goes. Let's look at the next article. I'm going to show you the number one bank in India is a Ripple partner. This is for the new people. I got a Christmas present for you. So I just read an article about how India did a pilot that didn't work because they were using Ethereum. And then they picked Federal Bank, who just happens to be a Ripple partner. And we're going to see how that pilot works, won't we? I'll bet you when you come back next time and we talk about India completed a second pilot, it'll be successful. If I were to have a crystal ball right here, that's what I would predict, okay? We'll see. Give it like 3 months or something when it's done, and you'll see, well, India just did a second pilot, and it just worked brilliantly. You're like, damn, Crypto Hulk, how did you know? Well, if you watch my channel, you're going to know everything, all right? Everything that's important to know. I don't know everything. I just know what's the most important stuff to know. Okay, so I just showed you how India's number one bank is a Ripple partner. They became Ripple partners back 3 years ago. It's called HDFC. HDFC Bank joins Ripple's payment network. In the first sentence, it says here, India's largest private bank has onboarded onto its global payment network, RippleNet. And the number two bank, India's second largest private bank, is called Kotak Mahindra. And they what? Join Ripple's X Current. Oh, got it. So now, when we go to look at that Indian article, and they're going to do CBDC testing for cross-border payments. Oh, and then they're using Federal Bank, Ripple Partner. Oh, Ripple's got like 2 offices in India. Oh, the number 1 and 2 bank in India, Ripple Partners. Oh, stop. I think we all know where this goes with one of the most populated countries in the world. And we know it's not going Ethereum, okay? Yeah, Ethereum's like a train wreck just waiting to happen. Let me check some comments here. Questions. Where are we at? 30 minutes. Okay. Let's see. Amen and SASE. Peace with all. I understand a small portion is burned. Yeah, very tiny, very tiny portion of XRP is burned to prevent spam and stuff. Everybody hit the like button. GO gave somebody a membership, and that was Rarefied Tennis. Cool. That's teamwork right there. I like that. Fear is created before any solution brought forward. Do you think gold will play a pivotal role? Oh yeah, absolutely. All money in all countries will be backed by gold. We're going all back to that. Gold, silver, corn, soybeans, commodities will be used to back it. Certain paper money or different countries' money will be used to back it. You know, America might donate, like they're going to come up with a digital dollar, maybe give, I don't know how many, maybe $1 trillion to put it in the pot for the World Economic Forum. And all that digital money will be backed with gold, silver, commodities, all these kinds of things. So yeah, gold will be very expensive. Herpski. Hulk, thanks for all your work, brother. You truly make everything easy to understand. I used to be a teacher. I hated teaching 5th grade. Oh my God. High school, I absolutely loved it. Even though I worked in a school where all the kids were either on probation, behavior problems, attitude issues. They probably had really jacked up parents. Some probably had no parents. It was like a continuation kind of high school. Sometimes you'd see a kid just go into cardiac arrest on the floor because he was snorting methamphetamine and stuff. And it was a tough group, these kids. But I was able to, I became the assistant principal right off the top. And because I truly had a heart for all these kids because their parents, I mean, if anybody needs to go to jail, it's not these kids, it's their parents and lack thereof. So I tried my best to understand them, talk to them. Man, there was constant fights, and kids were like breaking stuff and fighting with teachers and everything. And I'm a communicator, and I understand people. So if there's anybody out there who's working at one of these continuation schools, I would tell the teacher, and I would visit each classroom. I would be very active. Oh, they'd see me every hour look into their classroom. Oh yeah, they knew I was all around just waiting to snatch out naughty boys and girls from classrooms. But it's not what you think. I'd go and snatch them out, and we'd sit in my office, and I let them talk to me. Sometimes they didn't want to talk. They just sit there and try not to. So I would sometimes not say anything and just stare at them. Because a lot of times they just want attention. But then sometimes they need somebody to talk to and help understand what's going on in their life. And I would do that. And sometimes, and they go back to class maybe after 20 minutes, like calm, totally calm. Sometimes they would just sit in my office the whole time. I said, "Are you going to throw a fit if you go back to class?" And the kid's like, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, then you're not going back. You can go back, after the next hour, go to science class or something else." And I talked to the kid, and the kids could always know if I'm going to break some shit in this classroom, I'm just going to go to Mr. Booth or Mr. I had an assistant as well, but they'd go to his class, and then I'd come in and assist this guy that's underneath me, like the dean, and then I would go say, "Hey, I got the kid from here," because there was a punishment kind of a person there, but I was the one who would take it from him after that. So I'd go to his office and say, "Hey, is there some kid in here doing whatever it might be?" But that's all that it really would take, and the teachers would ask the kid, "Would you like to go first to the disciplinary guy and then go see the assistant principal, which was me, or do you just want to go see me?" And then a lot of times they would say, "I just want to see the assistant principal." And then they just wanted somebody to talk to for 20 minutes because they're mad or whatever, and I'd shoot them back to class, and the teacher would have there'd be all the issues were gone. It was a totally different school. No more vandalism at all. No, the bus seats weren't. No one was burning the light, using a lighter to burn the bus seats. Everything stopped. Nobody was fighting in that school, and it was pretty remarkable. Then the principal's like, "I want you to take my job," and I'm like, "No, I think I'm going to move back to California." But I could have been principal at that school. But he said, "You're way better than me at doing this job, and I want what's best for these kids, and I think you should end up being the principal." So that's how I run the channel. It's the same way. I try to listen. That's why I have open the top chat so I can hear, listen. If you have a question, we had phone calls the other night because we're getting close, aren't we? Very, very close. The jet plane is on the runway, the Crypto Hulk airline, and they just fired up the jets, everybody. Okay. We've been sitting on the runway for 3 years, and I was getting real, real sick of it. Now I can feel and hear the jet turbines turning. Okay, they fired up the jets. Matt 59754, thanks for that donation. I appreciate that. Dong Duong, thanks for your donation as well. John Burcone gave 5 people memberships. Let's count who they are. XRP Outlaw got one. John Smith, Richard, Chad Berry, and Christopher Serda. Those 5 people got memberships. And then I worked a lot in juvenile probation after that. I've worked at different careers, let me tell you. The toughest ones was working in the group homes where these kids had such horrible things done to them by the people that were supposed to be their parents or grandmas and uncles and brothers. And that was a tough job. These kids were violent. They had split personalities. They might try to kill themselves or kill you. Um, it's just the things I saw in the group homes were unimaginable. Yeah, it was just one dude. Yeah, it was. I almost died in there because kid went ballistic. Anthony Espinoza bought the drink machine. Oh, and he loves it. Now the Long Island. Hey, who was that? Anthony. The Long Island iced tea. Make it extra strong. Be careful, dude. It's like drinking. I think three. I think they put at least 2 to 3 shots in there. It's god awful strong. If you make a Long Island iced tea, put it after they pour it in a glass. Put it in a 32-ounce cup, then load it up with ice. Add a little bit of Coca-Cola because it doesn't have Coke in it. But sip on that because it's strong. It's like, but if you want to actually make it like medium, if you really want to taste it. But if you just want to go, if you just want to drink one drink and not have to drink 2 or 3 or whatever, just drink that Long Island, put on strong, and you'll be in the zone. Like, you'll probably only need one drink for the evening while you just sit around and watch TV. I'm telling you. Melbourne, Australia. Let's look at what article we're going to look at next. Okay, we're going to go over this again because I get a lot of new people on this channel. And I want to show you something that no other channel has. And I take pride in that. And you should take pride in it too. Because you have what no other channel has. I'm going to show you it right now. Go to the 11-second mark. 11-second mark. What I'm going to show you now, this is the holy grail, everybody. Now, this is the 2013 Ripple Labs website that hasn't been up for 10 years. It says meet the team. And I'm going to show you why it has not been up for 10 years, because it has very, very sensitive teammates from day one. Go to the 11-second mark. Who is Apple? Their first Ripple's, their first members, Apple. Now we're going to go over a news article here about Apple Pay and Goldman Sachs. They're kind of having some issues. It's right there. There's that one. Is Apple Wallet's open banking integration a fintech extinction event? I got one article for Apple, and I think another one. Where did that go? Oh, I got a China one too. It's good. Maybe I didn't. Okay, there was an article that was dealing with Apple and Goldman Sachs wants to pull out of Apple as the banker because well, anyhow, let's look at Meet the Team really quick. I've shown this a lot, but new people have not seen this. What I have is what no other channel has. It's called Ripple Labs website, okay? Here's the members: Apple, Goldman Sachs. They're from day one. You know, it's funny. There's this guy that makes videos on YT, and he tries to belittle Gary Gensler by calling him Goldman Gary. We all know who the guy is that runs this channel. Goldman Gary does this, Goldman Gary, as if that's a bad name, right? This guy who makes a channel has no clue. Let's look right here. Ripple Labs, Meet the Team, Goldman Sachs. That's a very good thing. They were there from day one with Ripple. It says our team of what? Cryptographers, security experts, distributed network developers. These are not Apple and Goldman, is not investors. They invested, but look at the wordage here. Our team of cryptographers, security experts, distributed network developers. That's sounding like a team to me. It's not Ripple's page and we're going to list our investors here. No, that's not it. So somebody needs to tell Dum Dum that Ripple Labs from day one is working with Goldman. That means they're insiders. They're there from day one and they're in on it. Gary Gensler's in on it. You see this? Gary Gensler worked at Goldman for like 18 years. You think Gary don't know? From day one, Ripple's partners, Goldman, from day one. This other channel has no clue. And people are like, oh, you're trying to compete with him. Seriously? No, he needs to compete with me. Somebody needs to bring it, okay? Because this is getting boring. Me having all the top news like this, showing you the connections, okay? I have no competition. And I want you to be proud of that because now you have no competition. These other people you talk to and you meet, they don't have channels like this that give them information like this. Apple is going to end up being like an exchange for crypto. You can see it right here. Why do you think Apple's been there from day one? You'll see it'll be Apple banking. They're already in the end of banking now. They'll eventually have all kinds of cryptos for sale. They'll be ahead of everybody because they're a partner from day one. These other channels have no clue about this. Next, Google was there from day one. Microsoft was there from day one. Oh, look at this. NASA, the Space Administration. That's government agency number one from day one at Ripple. Now I'm going to hit the play button so we can see the other members. When you get to the 16-second mark, you're going to see the second government connection, the New York Federal Reserve. Government agency number two is their team. Are you seeing that? Has any other channel showed you that? No, these people have no idea. Now, what's not shown on this particular one, let me see. Let me see if I can. Got it. Okay. Go to the 32-second mark. 32-second mark on the same video. I'm going to show you that there's three government agencies, day one, still there working with Ripple: NASA, the New York Federal Reserve, and the national, and I'm not going to say security, and I won't say agency. Okay? That last one that's a whopper. Okay? Now, these other channels have no clue. They'll say, "Oh yeah, Ripple has non-disclosure agreements and stuff." They don't even know who they're with. I just showed you right now. I just showed you what three-letter agency has been there from day one, because this is a issue of national, and I'm not going to say security. And I've been telling you for years now that there will be a crisis. The government will come in with this three-letter agency. We have a save the world. See, Ripple is a front. It's not a company. It's a temp agency. Okay? It was designed to have experiments. Ethereum was an experiment, Bitcoin, and then XRP. And then other cryptos that I'm not aware of. I don't have connections to everything. But my guess is that national, you know what, spy agency. And now after that, you can see the word Square. So that you've heard of that Square trade. And if we let it go a little bit more, around the 37-second mark, right there, 39-second mark, look what is the last one we see. Oh, it's Twitter. Crypto Hulk. Well, isn't that something? Twitter has been there from day one. Now, with Crypto Hulk, why does Twitter have an X by their name? You know what's fun is that you guys know it all. Twitter. See, the other channels have no idea. Nobody on the internet is telling you this except me. That's the beauty of it all. You got Twitter, who was there from day one at Ripple. Nobody else knows this. It's a secret. Don't tell them. And then just mysteriously, all these people go to a Ripple proper party, right? They have no idea. All they do is speculators. Why is it X? Oh, it must be. It looks like X. I wonder if it's something to do with it. And guess who has to show all the people at the proper party the connection? This guy. Twitter's been there from day one. You think it's a mistake? And I just showed you. They didn't show you at all. And a lot of them have their, $500 a month little groupies and do all this and your master class. And seriously, masturbator class. That's about all that is. But now it's clear to see Twitter's been there from day one. And then all of a sudden now, the letter X comes out, right? And then Twitter starts talking about maybe getting into cryptos. Twitter gets a license. All of a sudden it becomes X. What possibly could that mean? Well, if you watch my channel, you know exactly what it means, because for the past 10 years, Twitter has been there with Ripple, and now it's becoming part of X, which It's part of XRP and Ripple. They're merging. Okay, their technologies are merging. See, on my channel, I don't have to have, gee, I wonder what's going on with Twitter and what are they doing? Because on my channel, I show exactly what they're doing. Let's see, where are we at? 50 minutes. One last article. And it's going to deal with Chinese. But first, you know what? Let's have dessert first, and we'll do the article later. Let's do that, shall we? Let me do a copy and a paste. Okay, right there. Okay. First, go to the 21-second mark. 21-second mark. We're talking about this country right here. 21-second mark. Well, looky here. It's the International Ripple Business Association. Oh, where they have at the top here Ripple giveaways. And if we look down below in the middle of the screen, oh, look at that. It's Ripple China. Oh, really? Well, look at the logo with Ripple in China. Like, it appears to me. Now, okay, I'm not an investigator, but it appears to me that there's a Ripple logo and something called Ripple China. Crypto Hulk, what the hell is this? Oh, look it over on the right side here. It shows Ripple CN with the Ripple logo. CN is the Chinese yuan. Just letting you know it's Chinese. Now that's interesting, Crypto Hulk. You know what? Why doesn't other channels show us this, Crypto Hulk? Hey, man. If they'd quit talking about their sponsors so much and actually do some investigating, then they can show their members important stuff like I do. But no, they won't. All they do is talk about their stupid sponsors and go buy this from them and go buy that from them. Meanwhile, Crypto Hulk is showing you right here in the next one. Go to the 38-second mark. 38-second mark. What do we see there? We see 2001 to 2013 Ripple China Incorporated. Oh, got him, Crypto Hulk. Got him. Now we got clarification in 2013. There's Ripple and that right there. Oh, but Crypto Hulk, why doesn't these master classes show us all these things? What about the private groups, Crypto Hulk? Why don't they have this stuff showing us? I don't know. That's one group I wouldn't join. These people don't even know. But they got a bunch of stories to tell you, right? Well, I got this story and I got that story. Who cares about stories, dude? My fans want to get rich. And I'm showing you right here. It's very clear if you watch my channel what the winning crypto is, okay? There's no, I don't need hand signals and using gematria and shit like that. I use real world facts, okay? That's what we do on this show. Fact-based rich formula. Here's the title of the article. It's from the South China Morning Post, by the way. Could the Chinese yuan be set for a bigger role as Belt and Road investors steer clear of US dollar risks? Stop. Now, we just had dessert. And that dessert showed a very, very clear, from 10 years ago, relationship with Ripple and you know who, okay? If you read this title, you're going to be scared to death, aren't you? If you don't know, if you don't watch Crypto Hulk, you're going to read this article. All the other channels read the article and they think this. Could the Chinese yuan be set for a bigger role as Belt and Road investors steer clear of the US dollar? And you're thinking, oh my gosh, we're all going to not live. And then you guys, I just showed you already, man. Look, this is on the DL. You got the Chinese. They're all up with Ripple 10 years ago, man. It's called Ripple China. Don't worry about it. As long, hey, I don't care what happens to the dollar. I do not care. I got my XRP. I already showed you what the future is. I showed you from 10 years ago what the future is with this country. They're linked up. Okay? They're playing they're cuddle buddies on the low, on the DL. They're bumping uglies on Friday night with nobody knowing. Okay? Listen to this. Okay, now the article's gonna scare you. Rising global interest rates and escalating geopolitical tensions, including US led sanctions, have seen countries shift away from the US dollar. Oh my gosh, we're doomed. We're all going to die. Observers expect the Belt and Road strategy to place more emphasis on the Chinese yuan dominated investment deals. Oh boy. We got to look out, don't we? Because that China boy, they're a bad, bad person. That's a bad country. It says here many borrowers are moving away from the greenback. The next phase of the Belt and Road could see more trade, financing, and investment deals carried out in the Chinese currency as countries try to avoid the risks associated with the United States dollar. Oh, they're really scaring us here in this article, aren't they? They're showing the Chinese dude. Oh, no, that's some ad that they're okay. Well, I'm looking at the Chinese dude and some kind of African president standing next to each other, smiling real big. Underneath the ad, it shows this year marks a decade since setting up China's multi-billion-dollar transcontinental strategy, with President Xi Jinping set to host the third Belt and Road Initiative. It's an international cooperation summit. I'm not going to read any more of this article because we already know how everything ends. We win, all right, very easily. I've already showed you from 10 years ago where all this goes. We already know where it goes. So they're going to talk all this stuff, China versus the US. Why the hell would we be there helping them set up their crypto? If you want to be specific about it, Justin's son, who runs Tron, he was at Ripple back then. He was their point man for China, by the way. So he'd make trips over there, or they would come over here and talk to him and everything. But I've already done the show on that one already, also. Salvador Ramirez, thank you very much for that donation. I have a listener supported show where you guys find information on no other channel. Chires Arturo. I remember seeing that name. I never could pronounce this person's name. I was a member for a long time, but now they blocked my transaction. So again, you need to find the send fee. Okay, one thing you can try, delete the phone app, put it back on. That usually fixes it. If not, what somebody did earlier is you message YT, the help desk or whatever it's called, send feedback. Some people threaten YT. I'm not going to suggest doing that, but threatening works brilliantly, along with 4-letter words and stuff that are cuss words. That usually helps the situation. But the other option last is open up a new email and you'll get right in. I'd hate to have you do that, but that works just fine as well. Call your president and ask them why. Yeah. Screenshot and report as well as send it to the Better Business Bureau. I'm going to probably take that off. But yeah, do those. Jason, you're going to learn some wild stuff. You learn some wild stuff. I think that's it. I'm at 59 minutes and 45 seconds. Oh, we got red pilled just now. Stuart Lavelle. We're on the right channel, folks, so long as you don't get fudded. Hold on. I'm going to put something in here. Give me a minute. So I've got at tropical STU 17. Stuart runs a Twitter Spaces. I highly suggest you listen to. He's been watching the show. He loves it. He's learning stuff, and he has a channel where if you want to go to his channel and they have, you can call in obviously or listen in and learn stuff. You can ask questions, and it's a great experience going to Stuart's Twitter Space channel. Stuart Lavelle, thanks for that. We're on the right channel, folks. So long as you don't get fudded out, you will be wealthy. Stick with Hulk, become a member. Okay, that's very important. What I've got working on now is Rumble, and it's going to be up and running here real quick, and it'll be a membership-based program. And there's some other things I'm not going to be discussing with that, and little things I'm working on right now. But within less than a week, I will be broadcasting on the other platform as well as this. I'll be splitting my time up. So I might do like a morning show today on YT and then a PM on the other one. And then sometimes flip flop it. Morning on Rumble. And then, so I'm working on these things right now. Thanks. I'm just reading in the top chat. Thank you. Nice content. Easy 2017 says, thank you. Nice content. This is the best dang content. I'll just say it is. I'm proud, not arrogant. It's strong pride. If you're in the military, you learn that. All the people are like, oh, he's arrogant. You've never been in the military. So that's why you say dumb stuff like that. I've been in police forces, multiple ones, multiple law enforcement positions. I've worked for the Department of Justice. I've done a whole lot of stuff. It's called being confident because I know my stuff. Arrogant is little keyboard warriors that try to get on here. Oh, you're doing this and you're that, and you don't know what you're talking about. Da, da, da. That's called arrogant because then I just block those people for harassment. I don't even bother talking to them. I always say, if you're so smart, have your own show. Let everybody see how effed up you look and how you don't know how to communicate. And you weigh like 130 pounds as a man, and then you can talk some stuff to me after that. Marvin Visay, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Marvin. I hope you found the information very useful. Oh, 1970 legend. I renewed my Rumble account and am waiting for blank. So I'm telling you, half my shows are going bye-bye and they're going over to Rumble. So, well, I'm going to start off maybe like 2 to 3 times a week, but then it'll eventually be like 5 times a week. Like maybe just PMs over there and then AMs here. I'll flip flop them around, or maybe I'll start with like one day. I don't know, but it'll eventually transition into 50%. Because, hey, YouTube's got some great stuff. I mean, it's a phenomenal channel but then they do have this censorship issue where they just kill people's channels and stuff and then not allow notifications. So they need to fix that because the more I keep hearing about that, little by little. I mean, I'm always going to keep probably a YouTube. I don't know how much work I'm going to do on it in the future. They better change their tune because think about this: half the country is conservative, half the country is liberal. You piss off too many conservatives, you just lost half your money. And I'm only going to go to another channel, and YT's going to end up losing just billions. They need to kind of cool it with all the censorship stuff because half of all their customers are going to go bye bye. It'd be the worst mistake. I won't talk about the other platform. Yeah, I'm not going to mention that one. But I'll be working on Twitter. Twitter's actually starting to go pretty good. I'm going to start looking at live streaming on Twitter as well. So we can see where this goes. If I still keep having people can't donate, people aren't notified, on and on. People's accounts are disappeared. They get unsubscribed. If I keep having a super high turnover where people join the channel but then cancel, or YT cancels people that have memberships on reoccurring bill pay, and YT stops that, then little by little, I'll maintain this channel, but it won't be like I am right now. And that means other platforms will be raking in millions in advertising fees and stuff. So YT, just do what you keep doing. You'll get what's coming to you, because all the people that like my show and these other shows will not be on your platform anymore. Millions of wallets. Let's see. I feel 2030. The rich list keeps going up. Now, used to be 65,000. Now it's 73. Yeah, it doesn't matter. The name, I believe, is Hulk Crypto on Rumble. Hulk Crypto. What we're doing is we're getting it all set up. So it's kind of like a soft opening. I'm not officially announcing it. I'm unofficially announcing it, but it's not official. Just want to go there. It's not all set up and looking brilliant and stuff. We're working on it, but it's up and running. So if you just want to get a Rumble account and get ready, um, you can do that, and I'll have it going here pretty quick, and then we'll start having live streams there, and then I can tell you stuff. I can go over news and not have to deal with the censorship on this platform. I can just tell you stuff. So that's why I want to go over there. I should be able, like, I'm not talking about anything crazy, but anything violent or whatever. I'm just trying to show you. I'm talking about what's already in the news. I'm talking about stuff that's posted. It's not like I'm making stuff up, for crying out loud. I could see then maybe, but when I'm reading off news and explaining stuff, how is that censorable? It's public information. It's news. Then I get the shaft. They delete a channel because I'm posting information that's available where people can find it anyway. I mean, I'm done. I'm past done. So that's why I'm going over to Rumble. We're gonna start doing some shows there. And I'm gonna give them a chance to see if they want my business. Then I'll run my business there. And then the fans at Rumble, if they want to support the channel, get memberships and stuff, great. Then they get the best information. Marcus Turner, thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. Um, the amount of people individually who hold 10,000 plus XRP is very, very small. I see a global security issue. JB Poll, thank you very much for that. Listener sponsored. I think XRP Shaman. Kelly Carter. I'm going to miss the not going to say it. Now, I'm also working on is streaming from a. I don't want to get into a lot of stuff. I got very, very cool stuff I'm working on. and it's changing. The format of the show is kind of changing. We did filming this morning for about an hour and a half. We made some shorter videos. They're going to be posting tonight or tomorrow at some point, and you're going to be seeing a change on the Crypto Hulk channel because we're getting close to some very, very massive things happening. And I've got to be on more than one platform because if they shut down a platform when stuff starts popping, I won't be able to give you information. You might get wrecked. So I'm going to have about 4 different websites that I stream on. Okay. Because this one gets shut down, that one gets shut. They'd have to shut down 4 or 5 platforms, and then you won't be able to hear what I got to say. That's going to be unlikely. So right now, it's YouTube, Twitter, and Rumble, and I'm working on 1 to 2 more on top of that. Okay, yeah. So, and then I'll always be promoting the different channels that I got, and then you'll always be able to get access to where if this channel were to be disappeared because I'm telling too much truth, then guess what? I got 4 other ones. And I think that'll be it. Are we allowed to live chat with you on Rumble? I don't know how Rumble. I've never really looked at Rumble. I got somebody setting up the account for me. I haven't even looked at it, but we'll figure it out. I got some other things. I've got some ways to get around problems. I'm just not going to discuss them, but everything will be great. Rumble is very similar. If it's a live stream, there should have a live chat. Says Destuer. Yeah, Ferrari will sue you for painting a car you bought for them. If they're accepting crypto, they're definitely saying something without saying it. Crypto ATM have Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC, Doge. Why Dogecoin? Dogecoin will be used by the Flare network, so it's going to be useful. I think Litecoin as well. Um, Look, you'll probably always have a Ethereum and Bitcoin, but it's not going to be. It's got to be use case based. Businesses don't want to be paying gas fees that are, you know what I'm saying? Like they're going to be moving hundreds of trillions of dollars. Think about it. If each transaction was $1, that's hundreds of trillions in fees. But it's not $1. It's like 5, 10, 50. It's not these things that charge all this money. That's not going to work. I'm just letting you know. And they're slow and they're hackable. They don't have Codius, which is the god of crypto. So they're going to be having to have. You're going to have like some kind of a wrapped whatever running on an XRP ledger. And I'm like, well, why don't you just get the XRP? See what I mean? If you got to do this, that, and this and that, and then do this and do it just for your crypto and platform to work, and then it's still not interactive, then just don't even use it. See what I mean? So it'll all happen in the end. Everything on my program that you see, you pay attention, you read the articles that I show you, everything works out just fine for us. Okay. I think that will be it for today's program. I'm going to work on tomorrow's program tonight. So what time is it now? It's 8 o'clock p.m. Um, in about 2 hours or less, I should have a morning show lined up. If in 2 hours you don't see anything lined up, I don't have a show because I couldn't find information. I won't. I don't have corporate sponsors. So if I have corporate sponsors, you have to do shows and mention their name, even if the show is meaningless. You just because you have to spend so much time. I don't have corporate sponsors. I got you. I won't make a garbage show because you guys won't pay for that. Okay. You pay for good quality information. I deep dive and find. So why am I going to put out a garbage show? I don't have sponsors, corporate sponsors. It's a waste of your time and my time. And plus, I'm not going to make any money on the show anyway. So it's like, that's how you know this channel is real. Like, I'm about money. I'm about a business. And you're about getting rich. Let's make a deal, right? That's what this show is based on. My name's Crypto Hulk. I got to go to work now to get set up for tomorrow morning's show. I'll see you then if I have a program.